We are in Unit 2. Our topic is teaching strategies for the development of literacy skills and teaching resources. Strategies for the development of emergent literacy skills and teaching resources. Literacy is very important when teaching children. Kaya importante yung literacy kasi doon natututo yung isang bata kung paano magbasa at sumulat. Literacy begins at birth and builds on relationships and experiences that occur during infancy and early childhood. For example, introducing a child to books at an early age contributes to a later interest in reading. Di ba yung pagbata tayo, tinuturuan tayo ng parents natin na magbasa ng libro, yung accurate sa edad natin, like yung mga storybook, yung mga fairy tale, ganun. Ayun yung literacy begins at the early childhood. And teaching emergent literacy skills has to be done in the correct sequence. So, magandang mas maaga pa lang ay tinuturuan na natin yung isang bata kung paano bumasa at sumulat. Kasi mas nagkakaroon sila ng kaalaman sa mga upang madagdagan yung kanilang matututunan. And this is the 4 types of strategies for the development of emergent literacy skills and teaching resources. First is picture and objects, letters and words, sounds, read aloud experience. So, the first presenter is Mr. Edsel Enriquez.
So, hi, I'm Edsel Enriquez from BSIE IA 2C. So, there are different strategies for the development of emergent literacy skills. So, one example of this is by using picture and object. So, what's the use of this? Picture and object strategy? So, use this strategy to guide students through a close analysis of an image by following the steps. So, may sasabihin ng steps, mamaya wait nyo lang. Ano ba yung matutulong nito sa mga estudyante by using these strategies? It can help students awareness of historical context, development, their critical thinking. It can enhance their observation and interpretative skill. So let's move on. So sinabi ko kanina, there are different steps. So before doing that steps, I have here 2 steps for the facilitator. First is select an image or an object. So syempre ang ginagamit nating strategy is picture and object. So ikaw na facilitator, you should find a specific picture or a specific object. For example, I'm the facilitator, pipiliin ko is picture ng gera nung sinuunong panahon. Specific dapat. Tapos ang second, lead students through analysis. So una, papakita mo sa kanila yung picture, tapos ikaw ang magsisimula. You will start. So explain mo yung picture is ito about sa gera nung panahon na to, ganun. Explain mo yung picture, pero wag detalyadong explanation, explain mo lang. Then let's move on to the steps that students need to do. Step A, ask student to look deeply at the picture or at the object. So when you mean look deeply, hindi lang yung titignan yung picture, ay may baril, may sundalo, there's a soldier, they're in the war. Wag ganun. Look deeper from the picture. Ano ba yung texture nung nasa picture? Ano ba yung color? Although kahit black and white yung bigay mo, kung may imagine na sa utak mo din, ano ba yung color ng setting na yun? Saan ba nangyari yung nasa picture? Ano ba yung settings niya? Ano ba yung position ng bawat bagay sa picture. So that is the step A. So let's move into the B. Second step. Write down what they see without making any interpretation about what picture is trying to say. So kanina sinasabi ko is look deeply, wag nila specific. So ngayon tanongin mo na sila kung ano yung pinaka sinasabi ng picture, kung ano yung nasa picture, kung ano na yung nakikita nila. For example, they see a soldier carrying a gun, shooting someone, the cannon firing bullet to enemy. Yan. So let's move into step C, or the third step. Third step is, what question do you have about this picture? For example, ako, for example, student ako, makikita ko yung picture nun, papasok agad sa utak ko, anong ginagawa nila? What are they doing? Is that a war? What are they doing? Why are they fighting? Mga ganong klase ng question. Yung pag nakita mo yung picture, yung unang-unang papasok sa utak mo yan. Tanungin mo sila ng mga something na may tatanong nila doon sa picture mismo, na tanging yung picture lang makakasagot. For example, may tanong ako, anong ginagawa nila? Pag tinignan mo yung picture, makikita mo doon, may soldier, may hawak ng baril, nagbabarilan. So masasagot na agad na may war, ganun. So let's move into step 4, or step D. Let the student discuss their question with 2 or other students in class to find some answers. So after nila makagawa ng questions about sa picture, it's either 2 to 3 questions, give them time to discuss those questions. For 2 or more students, it's better. For example, the student ask his question to this student 2, and then this student 1 ask his question to student 2, and then after discussing, student 2 will be able to give him the answer. For example, this student 1, the question niya is, bakit sila nagbabarilan? Bakit sila naglaban? Ngayon, itatanong niya yung sa may didiscuss niya sa student 2. So, sa student 2, wala siyang ganong question. So, ngayon, aalamin nila bakit nga ba may ganun, bakit nga ba nagbabarilan sila, until they come up to a specific answer. So, next step, or step 5. Ask them what they think about the artist is trying to say. So, in this point, parang papalalimin na nila. Tatanungin mo na sila kung sila, after nila discuss kung ano na sa picture, tanungin mo sila, ano ba yung sa tingin nilang intention ng artist, bakit niya dinrawing yan? For example, si Leonardo da Vinci, bakit niya dinrawing si Mona Lisa, diba? Tatanungin yun, let them ask, bakit kaya tinanong ni Leonardo da Vinci si Mona Lisa? Am I right? Yan. That's the step 5. So, last but not the least step 6. Discuss your interpretation with the class. So, after doing all those things, observe mo na yung specific na intention ng picture, yung nasa picture, kung anong ginagawa sa picture. Ngayon, after doing all that, i-discuss nyo na kung ano ba yung pinakalabasan ng ginawa nyo activity. Student 1, explain niya lahat ng nagawa niya dun sa buong klase. Student 2, explain niya lahat ng nagawa niya sa klase, hanggang sa matapos lahat ng student mo, until we came up to such answers wherein, ganun pala, kaya pala, tama si tama si student ganyan, kaya pala, ganun pala. So,
Ayan, and I'm back. So, my topic is letters and words. The child understands and uses increasingly complex vocabulary. Explain new words to children when you across ones you think you may not know. Give them opportunities to talk and listen to what they say. Dito, mas uunlad pa yung vocabulary words ng isang bata kung tuturuan natin siya at hahasain kung paano matutunan yung isang pananalita ng tama. Like for example, nung elementary tayo, di ba? Nagtatanong tayo sa teacher natin kung paano babasahin yung hindi natin alam basahin. Ayun, si teacher nagbibigay ng guide para mas matuto or mas ma-impluwensyahan yung bata na magbasa. So, additional is, child knows that print carries message. Through daily experiences with printed materials, young children delight in beginning to understand the connection between spoken and written words. So, diba we have 26 letters. Each alphabet has a combination of those letters. Like for example, for A, V, V, K, K, D, D, I. Ganon. Ayun po yung 26 letters na may combination sa alphabet. To hear the phonemes in a word. Phonemes means sounds. One must break the word up into sounds. So, this is called segmenting. Segmenting means separating of letters and words. So, for example is, I will take the word fun. So, when I segment the word, it sounds like this. So, segmenting yung pag-separate ng letters and words. So, yung F for U for N for nagets ba? 'Di ba? Each letter may sounds siya. And another thing, we have blending of phonemes. Blending of phonemes, when the children read new words, the sounds out like this. M for A for T for Ts. Pag pinag-combine natin yung 3 letters, ang kalalabasan yung words is mat. Ayun yung pagko-combine. Ayun yung tawag ng blending of phonemes. And the next is Mr. James Busque.
Next is the sound. The child develops awareness that language can be broken into words, syllables, and smaller units of sounds. Young children learn to discriminate between the similarities and differences in spoken language. Such awareness is the foundation of young children's abilities to hear and discriminate different sounds in words. Finger plays, poems, and songs are a great way to start story time. Singing can be effective in getting children to join the story time area. This also helps to focus the children, introduce a topic, develop fine motor skills, increase vocabulary, learn new concepts, encourage language development, and provide children a sense of empowerment. So, we all know that language is very essential for us to understand each other. So, when child hears something, they adapt it so easily. When child, for example, is you are Filipino and you let your child to watch some foreign dramas or foreign cartoons, they will adapt that language they heard, so will find it hard to teach them Filipino because are used to hear and speak foreign language. No? So, maraming pwedeng ipagawa sa mga bata katulad ng mga activity like for example is yung verb, mga ganun, yung like are, kung paano magbasa, kung paano basahin ng tama, kung malakas ba, mga guhit, may kama, tuldok, ganun. Kailangan nilang matutunan yun, and dapat nakaalalay tayo para doon. Next is read aloud experience. The child shows an interest in books and comprehends books. Read aloud with increasing text complexity. Children gain understanding about language and reading through their interactions with verbal language, print, and daily routines. In addition, children learn about reading concept by experiencing a learning environment rich in signs, symbols, words, numbers, and art that reflect diverse culture. When children are read to regularly, encouraged to intentionally interact with printed materials, they develop an interest in books and other printed material. So, reading aloud get the child's interest in the text or book. Since someone is reading it, children may ask questions if they don't understand some words, no, or the sentences, so that the children's vocabulary will expand and it will help the children to construct sentences. Marami rin pwedeng gawin dito, like yung ganito, yung ginagawa ko, yung kung kung paano ko lalakasan yung kung saan ko lalakasan yung pagbabasa ko ngayon, like yung ginagawa ko ngayon na reading aloud, ayun, yung